Welcome back, everybody. This is the first video in the new house. Sorry if the colors look a little bit off today. I'm missing a couple of lights. Haven't gotten them put up yet, but I wanted to go ahead and get a video put out as quickly as I could. The colors are going to drive me a little bit nuts. I'm sure I look dark. This one's going to be a relatively short one. It was sent to me on Discord a while back. It's called the Catalina Affair, Swedish aircraft shot down in the Cold War. It's a super short video, but let's go ahead and jump into it.
In 1952, a military confrontation between the Swedish Air Force and the Soviet Union took place over the Baltic Sea. Sweden was officially neutral during the Cold War, but secretly signed an agreement with Great Britain and the US in 1949. Sweden was to provide them with signals intelligence data, in exchange for American technology. The Swedish Air Force used specially equipped TP-79 DC-3 transports, for top-secret flights over the Baltic Sea. These DC-3s used American signals intelligence equipment. The Swedish Air Force also conducted photo reconnaissance missions over the Soviet Union. In 1948, a Swedish S-26 Mustang intentionally entered Soviet airspace. The Mustang was equipped with a camera on loan from the US Air Force. More flights like this was conducted by an S-31 Spitfire, during 1949. The main objective of these flights was to investigate the air defenses of the Soviet Union. The Soviet ability to counter American nuclear-capable Boeing B-47 Stratojets was of particular concern. In 1951 the Soviet Union discovered the Swedish flights, and Sweden was forced to make a diplomatic apology. However, the flights continued. The Soviet Union accused Sweden of running errands for NATO. They also warned Sweden that NATO's signals intelligence aircraft had been shot down in 1950. On June 13, 1952, the Swedish TP-79 DC-3 Hugin conducted a mission over the Baltic Sea. At the time, the Soviet Union was conducting a major naval exercise in the Baltic Sea. Officially, the Swedish DC-3 was on a navigational exercise. In reality, the mission was another. The DC-3 was on a signals intelligence gathering mission. The DC-3 reported its position at 11:08 a.m. At 11:23 there was a radio call from the navigator. The message was interrupted. This was the last time anyone heard from the crew of the DC-3.
Okay, so they've been flying the missions over the Soviet Union, but this one's over the Baltic, where the Soviets have a naval exercise going on, correct? I love these old planes. I talked about this a while back, but I went to a World War II aircraft carrier down on the coast of Texas a while back, down at Corpus Christi, and the whole plane, not the whole plane, God, the whole aircraft carrier, or at least the deck of it, is just covered in World War II aircraft. And in fact, they go all the way up through early-ish Soviet Union aircraft, but they're just awesome. And when you look at some of them, you're like, how in the hell did this get off the ground? Like, seriously, they're really cool, but I would have been a little sketched out on a couple of them.
The military suspected the aircraft had been shot down, but this was kept secret from the public. On June 16, two TP-47 Catalina Sea rescue aircraft were sent to search for the DC-3. While searching, one of the Catalinas was attacked by a Soviet MiG-15 fighter. The Catalina was damaged and had to make an emergency landing. The crew survived, and was rescued by the West German freighter, Münsterland. Days later, the Swedish military recovered a damaged lifeboat from the DC-3. The lifeboat was damaged by shrapnel that originated from MiG-15 cannon rounds. Years later, in 1956, the Swedish Prime Minister, Tage Erlander, met Soviet leader, Nikita Khrushchev. Khrushchev admitted to Erlander that a Soviet MiG-15 had indeed shot down the TP-79. The Swedish government did not let the public or the relatives of the DC-3 crew learn what had happened. In 1991, Russian Premier Boris Yeltsin admitted publicly that the DC-3 had been shot down. He also revealed that the DC-3 was over international waters when it was shot down.
Well, yeah, like yeah, of course it was. They found that the shrapnel was in what? It was in one of the lifeboats. So was that from the initial shooting, or did they bail and then get shot once they were out? That would be messed up. That would be messed up.
In 2003, Swedish diver and former Air Force pilot Anders Jalaj located the wreck of the DC-3. The DC-3 was found at a depth of 125 meters, 55 kilometers east of Swedish island Fårö, in international waters. Jalaj obtained a classified document that showed that the DC-3 had been close to a Sverdlov cruiser when it was shot down. In 2004, the wreckage of the DC-3 was salvaged from the bottom of the ocean. The remains of 4 of the 8 crew members were recovered. However, 4 signals intelligence specialists have never been found. It is believed that they were killed when the Catalina was shot down. However, there have been rumors of 4 Scandinavian prisoners in a gulag camp. The recovered DC-3 is now exhibited at the Swedish Air Force Museum in Linköping.
Wow, so there are... Okay, so they don't know if that's true. So somebody let me know what direction everybody kind of leans on this. But there were rumors of 4 Scandinavians at a gulag. What a wild, like, event that would be. To shoot a plane down over international waters, have survivors, and then get them and take them prisoner as if they were POWs in an active war. Like, what? What a bizarre, messed up set of circumstances. Okay, everybody in the comments, let me, like, give me all the information on this affair, quote unquote, on this topic. I'm very curious about what's officially out there, what's unofficially out there, like what are the rumors about it, everything, because this was super short, didn't go into a lot of depth, so I'm very curious about any more context I can get from this. The next video that I get out will have better lighting, I promise. I'll play with it a bunch tomorrow and see what I can figure out. As always, like, comment, subscribe, help me keep building the channel over here, and I will see you all next time.